Good morning, everybody. It is October the 2nd. Today, you're going to need your chair. And if you would, go ahead and make sure your chair is up against something so it doesn't slide because you're going to be putting your foot on it. You're going to need your body towel and a couple of bands, one for your legs and one for your arms if you have two. If you only have one will be fine. If you don't have any, that is okay. You can use weights as a substitution for your arms. What we're going to do is we're going to start with our warm up. We may do the warm up cycle 2 times just to make sure we're in it and ready to go. So check the area around you. Make sure you know what's on the floor that you may or may not trip over. Make sure you have your water handy so that you can drink whenever you feel like you need to. And we will get going. Here we go. All right. Let's just go to a wide stance and rock our hips first. Kind of let your shoulders do the roll and swing. Widen your stance a little more if you can. And sit into it just a little bit. A little bit of a hip hinge, but not much. Go to one side. Do a little step. Little swing of the arms. Good. Now just lift the leg when you come. So you're actually starting with the heel lift and the knee lift a little bit. Now take it into the heels and add a little turn on your torso. Good. Ooh, this feels good. Bring your elbows up a little bit more and bring it to a knee lift. And it's better if you're going crossways to it. If you're trying to do same side, it's all the awkward. Feet down, hands up, palms flat. So you're pushing the ceiling. Good. Walk it down. All right, shake your arms out. Shake your legs out. Fast marching. Very fast marching when it starts. Now, this isn't as fast as we could go. This is like halftime. You want to? So take it up as fast as you can go right now. And we'll take it down when we need to. Halftime. So you're standing nice and tall. Arms are just doing a gentle movement back and forth. We're going to do half of that, which is a slow knee lift. Good. Lift the knee to the outside. Back to the middle. Double time. And double that. Mostly on your toes, yeah? And take it back to halftime. Keeping upper body relaxed. You can breathe and shake it out. Now, we're going to do that song again. Oops. Oh, come on. All right, but what I want you to do this time, now that we've got ourselves warmed up, I want you to find the longest part of the room and you're going to go forwards and backwards. Now make sure when you're going backwards, you know what's behind you. Okay. You don't want to run anything. So for instance, my chair is here. So I don't want to be walking this short distance where I could actually accidentally back into my chair, bruise the back of my legs. So you want to walk that distance. Occasionally, you'll want to turn and go the other way. You could do sideways movement as well. So what we're doing here is we're hitting all of our planes of movement, forward, backwards, laterally, and doing some pivot turns. Same set of music. Here we go. All right. So your forward and back is going to be up to you. Just be aware of what's behind you. Whether it's a wall, a desk, a chair, something like for me, I know that the closet is behind me, so I'm going to put my hand out because I know that I'm getting closer. That'll help me know when to stop. I'm going to do a pivot on my turn here. Disappear completely. So the forward and backward movement really helps. The backward movement really helps the back of your legs. It also helps you to build up your own confidence with your movement. I'm going to turn sideways and just do lateral step to step. Now, if you wanted to be super complicated, you could do grapevine, which makes you step behind the other leg. And kind of does the curtsy lunge stretch on you. It's up to you. How do you want to do it? You don't have to do everything that I'm doing. You can always change it. Change it on a whim. Start getting bored with it, you turn and you do something different. Not like walking in circles on a track, you guys. You need to change your mind, go to everywhere you want to go, as long as you keep moving. All right, come back to center. Go right into some heels up for me. All right, so we're going to the chair next. So if you've got all your stuff on the chair, just tuck it back. And we're going to use the chair to stretch our legs. So you'll walk up to your chair, face forward to it. Start by putting it on the front edge. Just kind of lunge into it a little bit. All right, and this is why you want it braced against something, so that you don't put your foot on the chair and just push it, and then you do the splits. That would not be good. And take your time. Try and keep that back foot flat, and then you'll get the stretch in the back of your legs and through your Achilles. For me, in this position, I'm trying to step back a little bit more and make my stretch longer, but that's what works for me. If you need to be closer and go higher instead of longer, then that's what you do. Good. Now I'm going to let my toe come up to the top part of the chair so my foot flattens out a bit and slow down just a little bit, enough to get a really good stretch in there. Good. If you want to add to this, you can add an arm, because that kind of reminds you to keep your upper body up. And it adds to the stretch through your upper body as well. Good. We have room for about 2, maybe 3 more. All right, step off, take your legs out. All right, get your body towel. Oof. We're going to start out with it long ways in front of us. Take our feet to hip hinge position. Roll your hips back, tucking your belly button towards the top of your thighs. We want to find those hamstrings. We want to hit that for about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. Just nice and gentle from this hinge. Remember, the hinge is where the movement is occurring. All right, let's roll ourselves up. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a step forward and just gently put your toes on the edge of the towel. So they're not super high, it's a low one. We'll bend down into our hips and into our hamstrings, and we'll hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna pulse here as well. Good. Well, this whole song is warm up just for hips. In that hinge position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. We're going to step forward on that again. You just want your heels to gently be on there. There's nothing super high about this. Roll your hips back, right into your hamstrings. Let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's pulse. Excellent. Four, 3, 2, roll it up. Shake it out. And now what I want you to do is I want you to put your arches on the towel. All right, so you can rock back and forward, toes, heels, toes, heels. It's that balance move. You're using your core. Try to keep your head still and let all the movement occur, waist and down. All right, so taking your left leg, you're gonna step, you're gonna rock it forward and back, 2, and 3. Now put your right foot on the towel, your left foot on the towel, sorry. Take your right foot back. Try not to drag yours like I did mine. Because we will be doing step throughs later. And this is part of our warm-up. All right, step off. We're going to leave the towel there. And we're going to stop and put a band on at thigh level. All right, so you're going to put your band on. Band for legs. If you have 2 bands, the heavier one is generally the one you want to do for legs. Put this on at thigh level. Or actually, no, below knee level. That's what I said, below knee. Do it below knee. Now, if you are uncomfortable with it being here at below knees, you can take it up to thighs. I like doing it here because when you open your legs, you have to really use this part more than this part. Okay, so go ahead and stand up when you're done. Get right behind your towel because everything is going to come from here. Take your feet to your hinge position that you like to be in and make sure you're not letting the band pull your knees together like this. Okay, doing a hip hinge like this, keep the knees out. And as you go down, the knees are naturally going to push out. So you might want to make sure that your band, the resistance is equally distributed. So check that. If it's too tight in the front and a little loose in the back, then that's your distribution is not quite even as it should be. All right. This is me walking like a penguin. Come turn that on. All right. Let's roll our hips back into that hamstring position. Hips back, belly button down, hamstrings, knees out, and pulse. Good. Make sure you're breathing. You're not holding your breath here. Excellent. Another little bit on the phrasing here. And we're going to roll it up. And you're going to let your heel and your toes walk in. Release the tension. Take your legs out. Do a little hip hula here. And back. All right, we're going to go back into the position we just came out of. We're going to take our elbows to our shoulders or to your ears, okay? You can open your chest up, take it to your ears. If you have shoulder positions, shoulder things going on, you can hear. So hips. Now this is the important part. Hips are the important part. And then get into it. Do not let your head drop down. We're going to turn from side to side while keeping our head at neutral. So you should not be looking at the floor. And when you press to the side you're going to, you should feel it from your heel to your hip and the direction that you're looking. So heel, hip, adding in our trunk rotation. You can do it here at the shoulders. This is just keeping your chest open and up. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, arms down. Shake it out. Let your legs come in for just a little bit. All right, we're going to go back out. We're going to take our toes up. This time you get to choose. And we're going to do 8. Roll it down and go low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because this is the towel, I'm going to allow you just to step over your heel. This is not going to move on you. All right. Roll back down into your hamstrings. And we're going to go low and do 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come halfway. And we pulse. Mind your back. And then roll it up. All right, take your band down to ankles. And get your arm band. Now, if this is your only band, go ahead and whip it off right quick. Otherwise, we'll be walking around like crazed penguins, and that's what we're doing. And you can move your body towel for the moment. All right. Take the band onto your arms. I'll come closer for this. So you want it anywhere between your elbow and your wrist. And you want to bring it shoulder level, open and close. Now, if you need to take it just below shoulder level, that is totally okay. Keep your arms, your hands and your elbows even. So I don't want it looking like this, okay? If anything, you want to lean your hands out. And as you press open, pay attention to what you feel in your shoulders, underneath your shoulder blades. Good. And I like doing this on the strong part of the bone because then your wrists are not being put in a position that hurts, that bothers you. All right, keep this here, take it out straight, turn your hands up, thumbs are out, and again, pay attention to how it slightly changes. Still working the same group of muscles, but not quite the same way. All right, we're gonna roll our hands down. And you probably realize that this one is actually easier the two we just did. Because this is your normal hand position when you're doing stuff. Hands up in supplication is not the normal way we do it. All right, let's roll our hands backwards. The band is actually sticking to me. Here we go. and my resistance is not equal, so the bottom part of the band is tight, and I can only go as wide as that tightness. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Roll that guy right off and put him out of the way. Now, we're going to go back to our body towel. Band is at ankles. I need to step this where y'all can see it. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your right foot, the arch, right on top of the towel. All right. You're going to step through. So step back as far as you can. The band is going to prohibit you stepping big. You're going to big, and you're going to kind of swing your ankle and swing it back. Swing it and swing it back. So this is not our normal step through because we're moving in the hips, using your arms for your counterbalance. All right. So it's not the typical pick up your foot that we normally do. Good. Let's do 2 more. All right. Bring it up. Left foot's on the towel. Right foot is back. Start as far back as you can. Here we go. You're taking that leg out. Swing it out against that band. Using your arms. It does not matter how big your motion is. You're trying to keep your balance and keep that resistance engaged. Good. Nice. 2 more. 1 more. And back where we started from. All right. Go back to your right foot on the towel. Now, this time we're going to just step straight through. There's going to be some decompression of your band because you're going to take a little tension off of it and step straight through, okay? You're going to pick your foot up, step through. It doesn't have to be a big pickup. You want to step through and back enough to keep the tension and stretch the tension. And of course, treat your arms as if you're walking. You want to add more to it, do your stop signs in front and your bent hands in back. So you're up in the back, you're going to curl your wrist up like this. All right. 2 more. And this is the last one. We got to step back and switch it out. All right. Here we go. Step first. Get your arms used to moving with this new leg. Then you go into your stop signs and your curls. So what we're doing is we're flexing the forearm and extending the forearm. Flexion and extension. Good. Two. And 1. Go ahead and step off. Sit down. Orient your chair to where you can see and be seen. And we're going to go to seated abs. Get my chair where y'all can see me. Getting my other stuff out of the way. You know what? Keep your body towel. We'll use it because I'm entertained. All right, band is off. You're going to sit on the front edge of your chair. You're going to use your body towel like a weight. So your hands are going to be close to, but not exactly at the end. Here's the thing. You grab this and you use it the best way you can. Your body towel may be 5 inches around because you got the world's biggest towel to put rubber bands on. I don't know. But you'll adjust where you have your hands according to how it feels for you to be moving that around. All right, front edge of the chair. Take your feet out, not to 45, but hip width. and on the outside of hip width, okay? So hip width directly will be this close. All right, roll your hips forward. Extend the towel down, and we're just going to roll down towards our toes, but we're not going to touch, okay? So we're doing a forward hip hinge and an ab. So the key here is to let your lumbar stay sloped. The idea is not to touch, it is to lean. You'll notice you can't really see my feet, but the top of my, the tongue of my shoe is right at the bottom of the screen, and I'm not even getting close to that. I am about maybe 4 inches off of that. There we go. Let's do 2 more. And then we are going to widen our stance. 1 more. And roll it up. All right, take your feet out to 45 or whatever it takes to get your towel to be inside. If you need to grip in and turn your towel a little bit so that it will fit between your legs, roll your hips forward and go down. And then come back up. Always protecting your lumbar. And I've got my towel kind of squared so that it doesn't drag against my legs. If you need to, take your towel and fold it in half. You could totally do that. So we're doing a forward hip hinge, keeping our chin up. You should not be looking at the floor. You should be looking out in front of you at 45. Whether or not you touch the floor is entirely up to how loose your inner thighs are, how flexible you are there. 1 more. Ooh. Got there on the last one. Take this lovely, we're going to keep this lovely while we're working out. We're going to stretch now. Nice long arms. Roll this guy all the way up. Right over your head. If you can, bring it down behind your head. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Press it back up. And when you're pressing, you're pulling on the outer edge of the towel. So you're not just holding on, but you've got that resistance where your arms are trying to pull away as if it was a rubber band. One more. All right, take it right above your head. Make sure your shoulders are in line with your hip, and you're just going to lean this way. Don't go very far. You want to feel it in the armpit here. That's why we're not going very far. We're not trying to do anything else. And up. And then over here, again, it's not about leaning so much as it's just about stretching to this armpit right here. You want to stretch those muscles. Press it up and lift as high as you can go. And we're going to roll over the shoulders. Now we're pulling the shoulder blades apart. You're pulling on the towel as well. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the towel here, but roll your shoulder blades, your shoulders back into place. Turn. Go as far as you can with keeping both arms straight. Okay, if they start to bend, then you need to stop. Straight arms coming back around to center. Straight arms going to the side. Now, I have a wall that sort of stops me, but also my arms kind of stop me too. So we're going to hold it here. And come back to center. Fold it in. And roll your shoulders. All right. We're going to just take it and we're going to go here towards the ground. So you're kind of pushing and stretching into the sides. We're not doing this with arms overhead, just elbow at shoulder level. Good. 2 more. All right. Can you loop your towel just a little bit? And you're going to fold one toe up and just put that loop behind your foot and lift if you can. If you can straighten your leg out, great. If you can keep your leg bent, that's great. But you're kind of pulling on your foot here. Straighten, straighten. If you can't, hold it. And swing back to center. We're going to go down with this ship. And we're going to do the other foot. And lift. Like I said, if you can straighten it, straighten it. If you can't, That's fine. You're pulling back on your toe, stretching out your leg. I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm also, by holding on, I'm pulling through my back. So you can kind of curve into that and get that pull through there and stretch, bend this. And let's go down with that. Release. Put this guy behind you. Open and close your hands. Because you were just holding on. So all your fingers are like, what did you just do? Interstitials, that's the in-betweeners. Both ways. Little friction to kind of get the blood flowing. All right. You guys, thank you very much for joining me today. And we'll catch you on the flip side.